be the reminder, but your deadline to file your taxes, it's closing in. Make sure to keep money in your pocket in the midst of the last second crunch. So we brought certified tax coach Dominique Molina. She's here with some advice. Good morning. Good to see you. It's like one of those things you forget about it and then you wake up and you're like, oh, I forgot this is coming.
1 week to go.
I know, 1 week. So it's on April 18th this year, not the 15th.
No,
so
we get 3 extra days.
Okay. So if people waited until the last minute, which might not be necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
What can they do right now to save some money on their taxes?
You still have a week to go.
Okay.
So the first thing is, don't forget about your sales taxes. You're eligible to deduct sales taxes this year for 2010. But don't worry if you didn't save all of your receipts. The IRS provides a table. You just look up how much money you made, and they tell you what you can deduct.
Oh, that's nice.
But don't forget about all those big ticket items, too, because if you bought a car or an airplane or a boat or some of those big ticket items that you pay sales tax on, that can really add up.
One day I'll buy an airplane and a boat. I like that you just throw that in. If you bought an airplane or a boat. Okay, what else? If you purchase anything else, would that count besides the...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This is the time of year, too, to kind of go back through and scour your receipts, your credit card transactions. If you're a business owner and you invested in your business last year, bought equipment, computers, furniture, decor, things like that, that's all eligible for a write-off right up front under something called Section 179.
Okay.
Allows you to take that deduction right up front. And don't forget, if you are a new business owner and you contributed your own personal property to start your business, that counts too.
There was one that we wanted to skip over, and I wanted to get to that too, is that charitable donations.
Yeah.
Now, does this mean that you can make them now, or these are the things that you did last year?
These are the things you did last year.
Okay.
So if you cleaned out your garage, donated bags of clothes, that old exercise equipment that's sitting around, make sure you don't forget about that and write it off on your taxes. It'll save you a bundle.
Okay, let's go back to the business, because I read earlier today, and I thought this would be interesting. People that use their home or any area as workspace, that can be written off too.
Yes, a great way to get a tax write-off for things that ordinarily aren't deductible. For example, your utilities, your cable TV, your telephone, your homeowner's insurance. All of that you can get a deduction for, and in the form of a home office.
Okay.
So if you're using a room in your house for business or for work purposes, you get to write off a percentage of all of those expenses.
Does your business have to be registered? I mean, let's say you have a small business and you're starting it up. Does that count? Do you have to have any documents to show that?
You want to show that you have a for-profit motive.
Okay.
So you have to be in business trying to make a profit. Doesn't mean that you made a profit. And most new businesses struggle with that in the beginning.
Yes, I know how that goes. Okay, what if a lot of people, they wait because they think I can't pay this, and that's why they're waiting until the last minute.
Yes.
But you're saying don't panic.
Don't panic. The most important thing that you can do is file. Don't bury your head in the sand. The IRS has to give you 4 different options if you can't pay your bill. So you have the choice of either making an installment payment plan. Bankruptcy would be a last resort. If you really have a hardship, they can even put a hold and stop all collections.
Oh, that's nice.
So don't ignore the problem. The best thing that you can do is get those taxes filed. If you're not ready, simply because you don't have all the information together, file an extension.
File an extension. You can do that up until the 18th?
Yes.
Okay. And does that cost anything to do that?
Generally, no. I mean, it's a form. You fill it out. You print it out from the irs.gov, and just make sure it's postmarked. The post offices all stay open until midnight that day.
Yes. And then you also say, as your final tip, don't make the same mistakes this year, to plan ahead.
Yes.
That's always the intention, Dominique, is to plan ahead.
I'm trying to motivate people.
Okay. So what do you mean by that? So
get a tax plan. There's all kinds of loopholes, breaks, and deductions available, but you've got to plan ahead. And now is the time to start thinking about this. You know, tomorrow is Tax Freedom Day, Shali.
Please explain to our friends at home what that means.
It's a fictitious holiday, but basically it means between January 1st and now, all of us have been working just to pay our taxes for 2011.
And it's what, April, middle of April?
Yes.
Okay.
So starting tomorrow, we're in business for ourselves, right?
Yay!
You can make that Tax Freedom Day a lot sooner just by having a plan. So
I love
it pays to plan ahead. Visit CertifiedTaxCoach.com. We've got a lot of tips for you to help you make the most of this year, and don't make the same mistake again.
And don't. Dominique, we have her website, by the way, up on fox5sandiego.com is the easiest way to find it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Ms. Russo?
Ms. Summer.